Hey YouTube family, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I want to say thank you. We are almost at our goal at 400 subscribers this year. I know it's been a long haul for us to get ourselves. And as today's topic is going to be get out of your own head on today's video. Basically, what I mean by get out of your own head is stop that self-doubting. Because when we self-doubt ourselves and what we can do, we are stopping the flow of consistency. Because when you're consistent, people think it's so easy to be consistent. And sometimes it's not. Because sometimes we forget to show up for ourselves because we show up for everybody else. And that's something that I find as a struggle of mine because I will show up for everybody. Everybody that needs me, I will show up for you. I will always show up for you. But the one thing I always find it the hardest to, and I'm doing this year, is to show up for myself because it's hard to show up for ourselves, to do for ourselves because everybody needs us or everybody relies on us. And it's so hard to do that for ourselves. And sometimes when we want something bad enough, we have to push through the doubt, push through the wanting to self-sabotage ourselves because we think we can't do it or we're not good enough. Because I know that sometimes goes in our minds, like, who gonna watch our videos? And I think that's what goes through my mind too, is like, who's going to watch my videos? Who's going to care enough to watch my videos? There's so much cleaning videos out there. So much studying videos out there. There's so much videos about autism or autistic kids or about life in general. Like, who's going to want to see that? And I had to remember there's never too much out there. Even though people always say everything is oversaturated. That's really not true because you can never be oversaturated because people need different things for different reasons. You may want cleaning videos, different type of cleaning videos can, calm you, put you at peace. Like for me, I like watching cleaning videos. It sounds weird, but I like watching them because guess what? When I am frustrated, when I'm tired, when I'm anxious, it calms my nerves. It puts me to sleep, honestly. It's like a relaxing feeling to me at least. People always say, if you're not consistent, you can't do your YouTube channel. Well, I believe that's part of it. Like, if you're not consistent, yeah, your followers and everything won't come. But you got to take it a little step further. You got to dig a little deeper. If you're lacking confidence, if you're self-doubting yourself, if you are stuck in your own head, and if you're self-sabotaging yourself, then you can't be consistent. You can't be consistent. It's not possible because you're going to think that you're not capable of doing a phenomenal job. You're not capable of building a brand, a YouTube channel that can get you paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at everybody else and then you start to judge what you're doing and what everybody else is doing. Maybe I need to do what everybody else is doing. Maybe I need to do pranks. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to step it up. Maybe I'm not doing enough. And you got to think about yourself. What can you do? Are you putting too much on your plate because you got enough going on? And that's where I have to look at it too, is that I got a whole lot going on. And my free time is basically running to appointments. And I got to think, yeah, I got free time right now because my husband's on vacation from his job. So part of my free time right now is studying, and then I have to take into account, I need to rest too because I still got to work. The same day I go back to work the same day tonight. You know what I'm saying? So there's so much factors in it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know that I do some videos at work, but then again, it's not always possible because when you're busy, you do your job, you can't always do that. It's not always plausible. And that's why I say that when we watch other YouTubers, they make it look like it's so easy to do. And they try to say that it's so easy to do. And they sell people on that it's so easy to do. Sell these courses that it's so easy to do. And you get people's hopes up. And then you got people feeling sad and depressed because they can't do what you're doing. But in reality, we're not giving them the proper tools or helping them, pushing them, and teaching them, hey, before you can be consistent with YouTube, you got to get into your own mind. You got to dig deeper into yourself and see if this is something that it's going to make you think lousy of yourself, or it's something that's going to bring you down. And I only say this because there's a lot of people out there that, if they can't do well, they might think that they're not being successful, that they're lousy at what they're doing. They might think, well, I'm not good enough. People won't view my videos. People won't like what I put out. It's just not what I want people to see, or people start doing stuff that's not authentic to who they are, you know? So, and that's another thing to keep in mind, that when you make these videos, you gotta do stuff that's authentic to yourself. Because I know people do a lot of fake YouTube videos, and I know a lot of it is skits, a lot of it is not real. So, and it's for fun, it's for jokes and games too. And sometimes that stuff can be hard to make up. What can you do that's fun? Jokes and games. Like, it's fun. And then some of these skits that you see, you be like, that stuff is too real, too close to home. I understand those jokes, but you gotta think about it. Some of those jokes ain't funny, but people like that kind of stuff. When you're too much of a realist and you think too deep into stuff, it's like, nah, I ain't doing that kind of joke. You know what I'm saying? You think like that. But again, as I said before, sometimes consistency looks different forms. Like, if we get out of our own heads, and I am talking to myself as well. If I get out of my own head and I look at it in a different avenue, and I look at YouTube as my creativity, to be, someone else that I can talk to other people that may be just like me, you know. Maybe someone will find my videos and like my videos, and I should say, you know what, I like what she doing. She being real. She being herself, you know. She's being authentic to who she is, despite what videos are out there. She's not copying Tom, Jane, and Mary because, she's trying to copy what they're doing. So at the end of the day, when you're being consistent and being true to what you're doing, you staying true to yourself. Because the hardest thing in life is staying true to yourself and being real to yourself, because you got everybody else doing the exact same thing. You got everybody else copying, doing the exact same thing. And by the end of the day, nobody cares no more. Unless you're not doing what the newest trend is, or you're not doing what the hottest thing is, nobody want to hear about it. Everybody want to hear about the latest gossip. Okay, the latest gossip. How does that put relevance into your life? How does that uplift you? How does listening to Megan Stallion's and Klay Thompson's relationship, and how, he cheated on her and vice versa, how does that edify you? I want my channel to be somewhat where people can come and, watch and feel uplifted, and they just need somewhere to calm at the same time. I want to also put things that, like, my husband could do stuff on my channel too. There's different things I want to add and showcase on my channel. And, it's like, I want to make people feel like they got somewhere they can be able to feel at peace. Because a lot of people don't have that extra place where they can feel at peace. But that's why I said, like, somebody feel at peace. How is you listening to somebody else's gossip? I guess it's somebody else's business. It's not so much your own business. So in a way, I guess I see that, because who doesn't like reality TV shows? And who knows? I might do an episode of reality TV, because that's something that a lot of people watch. A lot of people can't say they don't watch reality TV shows. Like the latest Love and Hip Hop that's out right now. Who has not watched? A lot of people love reality TV because it's cool, because it's interesting. You take a break out of your own life and you just watch something else to just think, because you can stop thinking for a minute. And I actually did that. I sat down for a minute and I sat there and watched Love and Hip Hop at work, because I was like, okay, I'm on lunch. I'm trying to think about what I got left next to do later on, or when I get home. If my kids gonna go to sleep, or if my daughter clock me when I come in, let me sit here and watch Love and Hip Hop. And I did. I watched that episode. I was like, oh snap. But yeah, I could do stuff like that. I can talk about that. Do little snippets and see what my review of Love and Hip Hop. Like I want to do different things that bring out the my era, Stu Shaney era, the that uplifts me and that puts me out there, but like to say like, look, here I am. You know, it is her era. It's her time. I'm in the process of brainstorming different videos that I want to put out there that everybody can still enjoy and feel that, hey, I got something for you. I got something for you. I got something for you. I got something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that consistency, like I said, it's just like I said, when you do consistent, it can be easy for some people and it can be hard for others because, like I said, it's easier to show up for other people than it is to show up for ourselves. And I'm always been a one. I show up friendship wise. I always show up from people I care about. If you in my circle and I care about you, I will always show up for you, no matter what. Um, I'll try to do my best and my due diligence to show up for you if I can. And if I can't, I'm only about a phone call away. That's what I tell people every day. Like, if you are in my circle, if you're not in my circle, then I can't worry about you. And that's real being real, honestly. So I just want to put that out there for you guys today, that sometimes consistency may look different than other people, or it may show up differently. Like consistency sometimes does not equal you're going to have that YouTube channel that you're looking at. Sometimes we need to look at other things in our life and think about what do we have to be consistent in our lives before we can say, let's be consistent in YouTube. Because YouTube is a lot. Because you got to edit, you got to make videos. There's a lot that comes with YouTube. And that's what people fail to realize. There's a lot that comes with that. And I just want to leave that on your chest today. And that was on my heart to share with you guys today. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for everything you guys done, for being a part of my channel. I want to thank you guys. We're almost at 400 subscribers. I know it's not big. My goal has been that for the longest. I want to get up to the 1,000 subscribers for the longest. That is my ultimate goal, is hit that 1,000 subscribers. Right now, my goal is to hit the 500 subscribers. I'm right now one away from 400. I just want to hit that 500 is my next goal. I'm just going up and up from there. 500 one, and then 600, 700. I'm just going to go up and up because your girl's gonna do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that in that category into things I care about for Sue Shaney, because Sue Shaney wants to succeed at it. And I know when I put it first and say, I want to do this and I want to succeed at it, I will succeed. Because you know what? I got the Lord on my shoulders. I got the Lord in my heart, and He will help me and push me to do what I know He will push me to do the cares of His heart. And at the same time, if I can build souls for Christ while doing this YouTube channel, why not? Why not? Why not? I don't mind. That's what He called us to do, ain't it? Over and out. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that button and subscribe. Your girl almost at 400. Give me that subscribe. Come on now. We about to hit that 500. Girls gotta go. Girls gotta study and sleep. Deuces.